Me?
You. Is it you?
Yes.
Is it me?
It's you.
It's Second Chapter Love, and it's us.
Hi, guys.
We're here. How are ya?
So we're going to talk about something very special today and very unique, and that is the ordinary.
Ordinary moments.
Yeah, just the regular, everyday stuff.
I know. We love to post our Disney trips, of course, sunsets. We told you our engagement story and super big milestones, but
Weddings and
yeah, oh my gosh.
graduations and dealing with all those sort of things.
Yeah.
But when it all comes down to it, it's really all about the ordinary stuff. Jen and I have this tradition we call couch time. And I can't tell you how many times when we're so busy doing stuff where I'll pick up the phone and say, I'm really looking forward to some couch time tonight. And basically it's just we sit on the couch, turn something mindless on television, flip through internet pages, and we just be.
Yeah. I mean, we really have identified, as many of you have, but I think the more we see everyone's wild, flashy lives online, and again, we post our own excitement online too, but what makes that relationship really strong are those ordinary moments. And that's something we're focusing on sharing with you this week and kind of talking about those moments like couch time and morning coffee, right?
Yeah, morning coffee, that's your favorite.
It is my favorite.
You know why?
Why?
Because I make the coffee.
Sometimes I make the coffee.
Yeah, boy, what a joy to come downstairs and I only have to push the button.
I know.
That's great.
It's really great. I know.
So, I mean, what do you guys have it? You know, if you guys have ordinary stuff or things or memories or things that you do that, you know, it's in those spaces, you know, there's the peaks and the valleys, but it's in those spaces where everyday life happens at maybe not a hurried pace, just at a pace. And it's get up, go to work, you know, have your coffee, go to work, come home from work, have breakfast together or whatever. And those, making you breakfast is one of my favorite things to do.
It's the greatest. I would argue too, I think in those ordinary moments, especially in a second chapter, you really are still learning each other. And there's still, no matter how many years have now gone by, there's still so much to learn. And so I think in those ordinary moments where there's not everything going around you kind of creating moments for you, you're creating your own moments. And so you have to have conversations, those car rides or the, you know, grocery shopping, and all of a sudden I'm telling Phil a story of something from my past, or he's doing the same thing. And those ordinary moments allow us to grow closer or learn more about each other. And then from that discovery, kind of branch out who we are at this moment. I think, you know, times when I'm thinking, well, what's my next story? And we talk about second chapters being both in relationships and in life. Mm-hmm. So we kind of discover a little bit more about each other in ordinary times.
And in the ordinary times, I think your guard is dropped.
That's an interesting point.
You know, you kind of.
Why do you think that is?
You. Because there's nothing expected. It's just, This is what we're, you know, I just got to do this and get through this to get to the next.
That's
or
an interesting
whatever.
point.
Yeah.
Well, I think some of those events, right? We live so much we're planning for this event, and then there is the event, and at the event itself, you hardly can have a conversation with each other. It's not until the event is done, you're driving home from the wedding, or you're driving home from the party, right? Where you say, oh my gosh, I meant to tell you something that I thought of while we were here.
You know, I have a friend, he's live across the street from, and he and his wife would periodically just go for drives. You know, it's a Saturday afternoon, and hey, what are you doing today? What are you doing today? Oh, the wife and I we're gonna drive up to Lexington. You want to see someone? No, just gonna go for a drive. And I always thought, well, that's just kind of so like, you know, go for a drive, you know. But with you, like we don't even turn the radio on when we drive.
Oh, I know.
It's kind of a really great time to just kind of talk and you know, it's not like the conversations are nonstop. Sometimes there's long periods of silence where we're just kind of driving and looking out. But I like those ordinary, get in the car, go kind of things.
I can actually remember it was one of our long haul trips from Michigan down to Florida. And I swear we were probably in Kentucky, and all of a sudden you looked up and you said, do you realize the radio hasn't been on since we got in the car? And we both love music. Like I'll sing every song there is, but I said, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it because we just were enjoying that space and time. But it was so, talk about ordinary, there was nothing snazzy about it,
Yeah, it's just-
right? It was just the moment.
chit-chatting, yeah.
I mean, it was not like getting a pina colada and getting caught in the rain or anything. That was a
You
good
know,
time.
or talking when you talk about idiosyncrasies, she likes to sing when she's driving and starts to get tired. That's when the loud music comes on. Usually Bruce Springsteen,
It is always for Springsteen.
of which I'm not a fan.
I know, and so that got us on our final stretch of our last long drive, which is probably why we flew this time.
No,
I know.
No.
You know, something else we talked about in a video that we posted earlier this week was about repeatable memories, which can be super ordinary. So like that daily coffee for us is a repeatable memory.
Yeah.
It's something we do every day. It's ordinary, but it I think brings comfort. Our repeatable memories, we kind of joked and played into one of the classic trends going around right now about, you know, the fact that our trips to Disney and they repeat, but you know, people go to the same campground. That was the funny haha. But I think repeatable memories, there's something grounding, at least for me, when I do repeat an experience, and I have to say they're not the same experience.
You know, and it's the, you know, it could be, I shouldn't even bring up a bad thing, but you know, when you hold back stuff from me that I'd like to have a repeatable memory of, like ice cream.
Oh my gosh, husband, you get
We
ice
never
cream all the
get
time.
ice cream.
All the time.
No, we don't.
Okay.
We didn't get ice cream at all last winter.
Well, they're closed.
Oh, well, there's
and
that.
I feed you other ice cream. There's that. I
As you
know.
can tell.
I think
Life is short.
Life
Eat
is
ice
short.
cream.
Eat ice cream. All of it. Well, and I think not every memory that you make needs to be this like once in a lifetime feeling over the top moment, and maybe it is. Maybe it's one trip
but I think
and one special moment.
You know, I think if you do that, you set yourself up for a disappointment. If you think that that's what's going to happen,
Yeah.
you know,
What, the repeatable or the like making it over the top?
making
once
it
in a
over the
while?
top. You know, I mean, that's for one thing, it's hard to maintain that. You know, but
Yeah.
in the ordinary moments, that's where I think our love grows the most.
I think you're right. I know. And that's where you also can look and find the joy and be reminded of, you know, there is joy in something so ordinary. And
And
that
simple.
sounds like cliche or whatever, but the reality is life is so terribly short. We continue to see this in our world and in your world. I am sure you feel the same way, that we are just trying to live every day with as much joy as possible, share that joy with others, be absolutely ridiculous and run out of a restaurant in the pouring rain. By the way, we had absolutely no choice. It was pouring. The radar showed it would pour forever.
It was so much fun.
We had to leave the restaurant. If you haven't watched that video, it's a short, pop back a couple of days. But it was so much fun, and we will never forget it. We can't wait to go back to that restaurant.
We'll film again.
And we can't wait to have another, Phil had a very delicious pina colada, which I got to share of. But
And we had a twist, ice cream.
and we, oh my God,
This
when
ice
we
cream.
had
Ice cream.
Right. Can you see the constant thread?
There's a thread.
Yeah. But I think finding glimpses of joy in everyday life is critically important, and we encourage you to do it. I think it's important.
I do too. And, you know, if we're missing something or if you find, tell us what your ordinary moments are. I could love to listen to hear somebody else's feedback on that, and maybe we'll pick one up.
We would love that. We would love to share your moment with the audience. If you want to pop it down in your comments, you know, if our second chapter has taught us anything, it's that joy is not always found in the big milestones. It's found in the ordinary moments, and we encourage you with all that you have. When things feel just terrible and you just don't know how to get past it, go do something silly, dance around the kitchen, turn the music on, invite a friend out, go for a walk. Those ordinary moments are where you can find joy within yourself and share that joy with others, because we need
Fill up your life.
much joy.
Because
as
it's
we possibly
brief.
can.
Yeah, it's brief.
So if these conversations encourage you, we would love for you to subscribe and follow along on this journey. The second
more to
chapter,
say.
we have much more to say. Can't get rid of us yet.
Yeah.
We have
Is it
much
these
more to
guys
say.
again?
I know. Yeah, it is. It is us again. But that's okay. And jump in and tell us a little bit about yourselves, because we would love to share your story is with everyone.
Yeah, and keep it ordinary, keep it special.
Have a great week.
So it's Phil and Jen from second chapter. We'll see you real soon.